Hey, what's going on, guys? The Nice Reader here. Thank you for tuning into the video. And it is currently October 28th, 2015, and WB Games released a content patch and is now currently having Batman Arkham Knight released back on Steam for retail. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the travesty of Batman Arkham Knight, or at least its launch, it was a game, when it released back in June or July, it was completely broken. It was running like garbage on all systems. It doesn't matter if you had an i7 and 4, Titan X's. Well, mainly because there's no freaking SLI in the game, so you're really be only one Titan X, and at 1080p you would still get extreme frame drops with the Titan X. There were extreme problems on AMD systems, and it was probably the worst launch in PC gaming history. Now here we are, like what, 4 or 5 months later, and the game is still, unfortunately, not completely fixed. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now really the only thing that they even did today was they put the game back up on Steam, and they added all the DLC content that came with the season pass that the PC version didn't even have, and consoles got it several months ago. Now I've heavily played the game today. I've already beaten the story a few months ago, but I wanted to revisit to see if anything new happened, and I've read countless numbers of things, and I've read everything that WB Games has put out, and I don't believe they have had any technical patches to the game at all to date. This was strictly just putting it back on retail and adding the content for or the DLC content. They have also said that, I guess from today until November 16th or something like that, they'll be giving away all of the Batman Arkham games for free, apparently. Now, for someone that already owns all the Arkham games on PC, I'm wondering if they'll do anything for people like me, which I'm sure there are a lot of people like me, considering how all the previous games have been heavily discounted. For instance, last year you can get all of them, other than Arkham Knight, of course, because it wasn't even out, for about $10. They've also added that they're going to have Batman Arkham Knight Team Fortress 2 items produced by the Arkham community. For someone that doesn't play Team Fortress 2 that much, I couldn't care less. They're also giving access to Community Challenge Pack DLC. I personally have no idea what that is, and I don't think they have said anything about it. Overall, technically, this game is a mess. I can't believe that we're still like, what, 5 or 6 months into the life of this game, and it is still not to what other games are, to PC gaming standards. And by standards, I don't even mean 1080p 60. This game drops to like 4 FPS every 20 seconds. I'm not kidding. It is such a headache to play this game. For someone that is a huge Batman fan, 90% of my comic book collection is Batman. This franchise is my favorite franchise. The Christopher Nolan trilogy is some of my favorite movies of all time. Words cannot describe how heavily disappointed I am that, again, we are still 5 to 6 months into this game's life cycle and it is still broken. This is unacceptable. They have still yet to feature things like GPU SLI and Crossfire. They recommend 12 gigabytes of RAM for Windows 10. Are you kidding me? 12 gigabytes for Windows 10. I don't think I've seen any game that requires 12 gigabytes of RAM ever. Not minimum, not recommended. Guys, this is unimaginably frustrating. I hope by at least the end of 2015, the year that this game freaking came out, that we can have a stable game. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.
Enemies in the zone.